When the press spoke, the nation awoke.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Independence Day. India's freedom was not won in a single battle, nor by a single hero.
It was earned through the courageous efforts of millions, through the sacrifices of brilliant, brave revolutionaries, through the vision of great leaders. Every single individual of India who wanted India to become an independent country quietly contributed in this historic journey.
Some fought with courage and some with non-violence.
Some with powerful speeches, some with silent sacrifices.
And then there were those who fought with ink.
When the British tried to silence the voice of our nation, newspapers spoke instead. It inspired courage, spread patriotism, and helped spread the message of freedom all across the country.
We invite our students from grade 7 to 10 to present ink that fought for freedom, a tribute to the newspapers that awakened a nation.
The Hindu. The Hindu was first published on September 20, 1880. It was then updated as a tri-weekly newspaper in 1833. It was again upgraded as a daily evening newspaper in 1889. A special edition was published on August 14, 1947, which had the main heading of Free India is Born. This was one of the most successful papers and continues till date. Thank you.
The Bengali newspaper. The story begins in Calcutta, the British India, on Saturday, 29 January 1780. It was founded by James Augustus Hicky. He was an Irish printer and adventurer who earned the title the father of Indian journalism. Rather than printing the government propaganda, he also used the papers to broadly expose graft, corruption, and scandalous social lives of East India Company officials. Today I am going to present an article from the India's very first newspaper, the Hicky's Bengal Gazette, session titled The Latest Intelligence. Britishers wanted us to believe that the British East India Company was unshakable god. But the latest intelligence pulled back the heavy imperial secrecy by printing raw vulnerabilities, the unfiltered truth of global affairs. It also proved to the world that this empire was not infallible. However, it could be a challenge, it could be a blunder, or it could be a bleed. Thank you.
The Bombay Chronicle. The Bombay Chronicle was an important nationalist newspaper started in 1910 by Firozshah Mehta in Bombay, now Mumbai. It was one of the leading newspapers during Indian national movement aimed to spread awareness among Indians about political and social issues. It became famous under the editorship of Benjamin Guy Horniman. It reported important events related to the freedom struggle and strongly supported India's demand for self-rule. The Bombay Chronicle also criticized unfair British policies and encouraged Indians to take part in the freedom struggle. Its fearless journalism helped unite Indians and strengthen the struggle for freedom. Thank you.
Amrita Bazar Patrika. It was started in 1868 by Sisir Kumar Ghosh and Motilal Ghosh. It was first published from Amrita Bazar in Jassore and later from Calcutta. During the Indian freedom struggle, Amrita Bazar Patrika strongly opposed British rule and spread patriotic ideas. It encouraged people to support the freedom movement and inspired Indians to fight for independence. Now, let me present a short article on Amrita Bazar Patrika, that is, preventive detention needed for security. It is a measure taken to protect the country's security and maintain peace. It helps prevent possible threats before they happen. Its main aim is to ensure public safety and law and order. Thank you.
Bande Mataram. Bande Mataram was started in 1906 in Calcutta. It was closely associated with Sri Aurobindo. It played an important role in spreading the nationalistic awareness among Indians. Through its powerful articles, the newspaper criticized British rule in India and encouraged people to fight for their rights. This newspaper also inspired Indians to believe in India's ability to govern itself. The newspaper also supported in the Swadeshi movements by encouraging Indians to boycott British goods and use Indian-made products. Thank you.
Young India and Harijan were both written by Mahatma Gandhi. Young India was first published on October 8, 1919. Its purpose was to spread the philosophy of satyagraha, non-violence resistance and self-reliance. Here, I would like to speak about one important article which mainly contributed for India's independence, that is, the crime of Chauri Chaura. Following a violent clash where a mob burned the whole police station, Mahatma Gandhi ji took this piece to abruptly suspend the national-wide non-cooperation movement. Next, the Harijan newspaper. It was first issued on February 11, 1933. Purpose: it created as a successor for Young India. Article: the curse of untouchability. It stated that if India continues to treat its own citizens as untouchables, it did not require any independence. Thank you.
Kesari newspaper. Kesari newspaper was first published on 4th January 1881. It was published in Marathi. It was started by Bala Gangadhar Tilak and his associates. It became an important voice of Indian national movement. It criticizes British policies and encouraged India to become politically aware and for self-rule. Articles published in this newspaper. Tilak used its editorials and articles to discuss issues such as British taxation and administration, economic and exploitation, and the need for India's self-government. Thank you.
Al-Hilal and Al-Balagh. Al-Hilal was a Urdu weekly newspaper started by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad in 1912 in Calcutta, and Al-Balagh was also a Urdu weekly newspaper started by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad in 1915 in Calcutta. The main contribution of both the newspaper was to support Hindu-Muslim unity, and it also spread the world event and showed how other countries are fighting against the colonial rule and inspired Indians to do the same. Thank you.
The Independent. The Independent was an official English daily newspaper which was launched at Allahabad on February 5, 1919 by our country's prominent freedom fighter Pandit Motilal Nehru. This newspaper was established to promote home rules for India and to counter the political stance of existing publication, The Leader, driven by Motilal Nehru's guiding principle to wage war against autocracy. This newspaper had aggressively championed the nationalist causes and frequently criticized British colonial policies and covered the atrocities of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Despite its ideological impact, the Independent newspaper had faced a lot of challenges in its financial difficulties and constant pressure by British colonial administration. Thank you.
Jugantar Patrika. Jugantar Patrika was a Bengali revolutionary newspaper. The name had taken from a political novel by the author Shivnath Shastri. This was founded in March 1906 in Calcutta, present-day Kolkata, in West Bengal, India. It was established by three prominent freedom fighters, Barindra Kumar Ghosh, Bhupendra Nath Dutt, and Abhilash Bhattacharya. The newspaper has started to become the main voice of Anushilan Samiti and later the Jugantar group. These were secret groups that were fighting against the British rule. They used this newspaper to spread their ideas and reach more people. Thank you.
New India newspaper. Annie Besant started New India newspaper in 1914 and found Home Rule League in 1916. This newspaper contributed for India's independence movement, was significant and spread political awareness, support India's struggle for independence. Thank you.
Today we remember not only the newspaper but also the spirit of a nation that refused to give up.
These newspapers are more than printed pages. They are the voice of every Indian who dreamed of freedom.
They spread courage, inspired unity and carried the message of independence to every corner of our country.
The British fear the words because the words have the power to awaken the nation.
Today, as we enjoy freedom they dreamed of, let us promise to our words with truth, courage and responsibility.
Let us always remember, the ink may have faded, but the message still lives in every free Indian. Jai Hind! Bande Mataram!